take a moment to ponder the fact that District 4 returning officer Clement Mingo has faced no penalties for what he did to this country 1 year ago. Today, March 13th, marks 1 year since Mingo declared fraudulent numbers, which, if successful, would have had the effect of granting the David Grange's APNU AFC coalition a false victory. What has the Iron Lady Justice Claudette done to purge GCOM after its attempt to rig this country's elections? Tell us, Lady Justice. And now we bring to you the stories we're carrying for today, Sunday, March 14th, 2021. A pleasant good morning to you once again, and thank you for joining us. While Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana are at different stages in the life cycle of their hydrocarbon industries, both are at risk of losing significant value if they fail to arm themselves with key mechanisms, particularly rules and regulations that guard against transfer pricing. This was noted in a report called Navigating Transfer Pricing Risk in the Oil and Gas Sector: Essential Elements of a Policy Framework for Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News, as titled Guyana and Trinidad Lack Transfer Pricing Law to Prevent Massive Loss from Hydrocarbon Sector. We tell you now that Sleeping Boss, among others, were arrested for breaching COVID-19 curfews. The owner of Sleeping Hotel and Carnival Casino, Clifton Bacchus, is among 32 persons arrested for breaching the COVID-19 curfew. The arrest was made between 22 hours on Friday and 3 hours 30 yesterday during an operation conducted by Region 4A ranks. The operation was focused on enforcing the COVID-19 regulation. According to police reports, Sleeping Bar and Carnival Casino, located on Church Street, Georgetown, was found operating way past the COVID-19 curfew. Get the full details of this story in today's Kaieteur News. We tell you now that one is in custody as police look for two more into the murder of the 10-year-old boy. Meanwhile, President Ali visits family. One suspect is in custody as the Georgetown police hunt two more for the murder of 10-year-old Anthony Kurt. Anthony was shot and killed by armed bandits during a home invasion at Packet Corner Seafield, Sophia on Thursday. Commander of Region 4A Division, Colleen Faceram, said that one person had been arrested in connection with the homicide, while his ranks are currently looking for two more. Meanwhile, as the investigators continue their manhunt and necessary investigation, President Irfan Ali took time out yesterday to visit Anthony's home. President Irfan Ali yesterday afternoon, along with members of the Guyana Defense Force and diplomatic community, welcomed a 41 billion Bell 412 EPI helicopter. This caters for the maintenance of the King A350 Beechcraft, to increase aerial operations capacity, the training of 4 engineers, and the purchase of 1 Bell heavy lift helicopter. You're listening to us right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. More news after. Right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Primary operator in the Kaieteur, Kanji, and Stabroek Block oil fields in Guyana, ExxonMobil, through its subsidiary ESSO, is preparing to bring its 6th drill ship to add to its current exploration fleet. This is according to a recent Rysad Energy offshore rig tracker report, which currently documents that 3 of the drill ship is empty of the oil majors fleet and are currently located in the Greater Liza area performing development drilling activities. Arthur Deakin, an analysis at the American Market Intelligence, has indicated that because Guyana is fortunate enough to produce high-quality crude, it placed the country in a position to be one of the last countries to be affected by the energy transition. You can get that full detail in today's Kaieteur News. We tell you now that bilingual pirates carried off with food, fuel, fish from fishermen. Armed pirates speaking both Spanish and English on Wednesday attacked a fishing boat in the vicinity of Camwater, Winey Region 1 and carted off with food, fuel, and $100,000 worth of fish. On board the fishing vessel were 26-year-old Kumar Narain, 24-year-old Joel Digar, and 2 juveniles. According to police report, the fishermen were attacked and robbed in the late evening hours. And finally, at this time, right here on your main newscast, just before we hand things over to Kevin as he brings to you this week's Week in Review. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandalal has requested that the court dismiss the case filed against the appointment of 2 parliamentary secretaries on the grounds that the applicant, the APNU AFC parliamentarian Christopher Jones, failed to show the court in what way their appointment is unconstitutional. Last December, Jones approached the High Court seeking a declaration to have parliamentary secretaries Sarah Brown and Vikash Ramkisud removed from the National Assembly. In his fixed date application, Jones claimed that the 2 were appointed illegally. And with that, we've come to the end of your main newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Let's remind you that you can get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at a newsstand near you or head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com. I am Joshua Van Slykeman. Thank you for joining us. Have a great remainder of your Sunday morning. Encouraging you to stay with us right here on Kaieteur Radio. Kevin is up next with the Week in Review, where we recap all the top stories we've carried over the past week. Once again, I am Joshua Van Slykeman, encouraging you to practice social distancing and, of course, to wear your face mask.
Kaieteur Radio.
Covering Guyana from coast to coast.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burby's 90.